we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. And the Aztecs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Poe. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Slithers into space. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aztecs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Turns it loose. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached a break. Northern Illinois holds the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. That's reeled in. It's Givens. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Here's the give off the left side.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The receiver on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And to get rid of it quickly.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Here's the pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Power football with the run. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give on the option. Nice move to keep running. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to...
Turning it on! Quick step and go. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the run, it's Washington. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Complete to start this drive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Aztecs will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Napier. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. They're going to run it. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Finding an escape route. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock. He gets the 1st down.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The handoff to Johnson. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Gain 2. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The sure hands, it's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Got his man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Sutton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Napier. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.